Robinhood's risk management makes you guys all so unhappy. I get it, but you gotta hand it to them. They kind of saved some of you. Welcome back, guys. Hope you doing good on this Tuesday. We're gonna have a little recap. Basically, Robinhood only lets you buy one share of GameStop. Given there was a run up here, but who's to say you would have sold it here? Probably would have bought in here, and you would have been here. So they did it because of risk management, and actually, I don't even think it was GameStop. There's so much unknown, but I think it was the market makers and the holding or the clearing houses. But yeah, consider that a gift. Unless if this thing, no, consider it a gift, because now you can buy 100 shares. Buy all you want. You guys buying 100 shares on Robinhood? Let's see it. Show me your pictures. And if you are, you're much better off buying 100 shares here at $92 than you were right here when they limited it. Even here at the very low, if you were the best timer ever, which you wouldn't have been, it was $112. But you wouldn't have. You probably would have bought it here or here or here. Definitely here on this dip. And then, yep. So things might always not seem right at first, but never good to jump to conclusions. If you want to buy 100 shares now, you can do it on Robinhood. I don't swing trade on Robinhood. It's purely for long term. Robinhood does not pay me. I got burned by Robinhood many times, and that's when I got another brokerage. I moved over to, well, I got a Webull, and then I got an E-Trade, and then I got a TD Ameritrade, and I've yet to find a perfect broker. However, I know Robinhood's limitations as well as other brokerages. Robinhood skims, which we found out. Robinhood also crashed during COVID many times and cost me a lot of money because the markets were crashing and I was trying to get in and out of positions, and you just literally couldn't log into Robinhood. There was nothing you could do, so you were stuck. And I was really upset about Robinhood at that point. Wasn't their fault necessarily, but it did seem crazy that they allowed that to happen. But what they did was they actually compensated us. I'm sure they're not going to do that for this, because I don't know if it was necessarily even their fault. But if it was a whole inside job on the back, yeah, that's messed up. But I wasn't concerned. I'm still not concerned because I'm not trying to buy GameStop on my long term at this point. But even if I was, I could buy 100 shares, which is way more than I would want. I digress. Robinhood it was crashing, and I was so upset. And then I was getting new brokerages, and then I realized Robinhood has a good place in my life for long-term stuff, not trading, and so that's where it became. And I couldn't believe it, but Robinhood actually paid us. They paid us. I think they paid us like $75. At least that was like a standard thing they paid out, which, given I didn't lose $10,000 or even maybe $5,000 during the COVID crash when the markets were crashing and their systems were down, but I did lose some money. And the fact that they paid any money is pretty crazy because they had millions of users. To pay millions of users $75, that's insane. I'm sure they didn't pay all their users, but if it was just a million users they paid, that's $75 million they paid out. So when they did that, I was pretty impressed that they offered any sort of compensation. But that's my little defense for Robinhood. Yeah, it sucks in the moment, and it is a company. They can choose what they want to let you do because you're using their service, and you just got to know what they will do and what they're capable of doing, and that's why you need to have other brokerages as backups or whatever. And here we are, GameStop selling off more, guys. It's hard to know what's gonna happen. This could be the sell-off calm before the crazy storm of rockets and fireworks, or this could just be the melt-off and the end of it. I've heard different short floats. I've heard 50%. I've heard 80%. I've still heard 120%. Now that they're not able to short the stock anymore, I don't know today if that's active or tomorrow, but I'm curious to see how it'll shake out tomorrow. This has become a long-term play for me. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna take an L on this. I'll hold this thing. I didn't put in too much capital where I can't hold shares of it for an extended period of time, so I'll hold it. Unfortunately, the options I have on it will probably expire worthless, and it will take some capital to hold this many shares, a few $1,000s. But SPY's kind of coming down. This was a surprise for me. I guess kind of with my thesis of thinking that GameStop was going to come up this week, earlier in the week on Monday. I thought the SPY'd sell off. It didn't. Still had this run up. So I think SPY will be red tomorrow, but I don't think it'll be red enough for my SPY credit spreads to work, fortunately. Basically, SPY has to close below 376 or 375 tomorrow, which it's a pretty big drop. I mean, if it's all red after hours, then that'll be a pretty big day. But we'll see. I think it will be red because it's overbought on the RSI. And the SPY is a very slow mover and typically doesn't get there. And if it does, it starts to sell off, as you see right here. But this was actually 2 days in a row. So yeah, I could do something like this. Other trades today. This Airbnb covered call is working out beautifully. As the Airbnb shares go down, I am making money because I have a covered call that I sold. We have $582 on that. Max gain is 700 something. So gotta wait a couple more days for that to juice up. It's not all doom and gloom for GameStop. I mean, we still, at least for me, I still have till Friday on those contracts. So this thing could be at 400 plus on Friday. But at this point, I'm just holding and not. It's time to start looking at other stuff and not focusing on it. We got these naked shares that I'm also going to be holding. Unfortunately, maybe if GameStop runs up on more short squeeze stuff, maybe they'll get some sympathy from, or maybe naked will get some sympathy too. Got shares of that, so got a pretty high cost on it, but I'll just hold them, and I probably won't cut my losses on those. Got EasyGo shares also. I don't know if this was no, it's not any shorts on it really, I don't think yet. Maybe there's some, but I like this. It's EV electric bikes. I want exposure to electric bikes. I know they've gone crazy the last year. Given this is kind of a far stretch because this is a Chinese company and they're like kind of scooters, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on that one. Corsair calls. These were doing sick today. I don't know if they kind of looks. Oh, this should have an earnings run up real soon because earnings are on Tuesday. Hopefully by Monday of next week, this will be up to $46 or so, and I can make these free, and then it'll have good earnings, and we'll make even more money on it. So that's that. Rocket kind of came down today. Excel also. Yeah. STPK is doing well. Let's see. Oh yeah, ACB, the weed stocks. There was more legislation or something about legalization, I think. ACB, wow. Up 15% today and running into the after hours. So this trade, I've got 2 calls. What I would do is I would sell another call further out of the money to make it free. That's what you call legging in. However, this is as far out of the money as I can get. So if you look at the option chain, yeah, I'm already at the top. So unfortunately, I can't leg into this. I can sell one. I'm gonna wait though. I'll wait either till it's in the money, which will be $22, which will be crazy. This will be worth a lot at that point, or it's maybe 1,000% or so, or you know, if it seems like a top. Look at this STPK. It just went into the money. This thing's been bouncing in and out of the money. Man, I paid such a premium on that though, because look, it's still down on it. That's insane. Just a big spread, I think. TLRY I did leg into today, so now we have 2 debit spreads on it. They're both in the money. This one's got a max profit of $800, $900. This one's got a max profit of, I haven't even looked at this one actually, $600. So this play originally cost me, I think like $60. There's 2 naked TLRY calls, and it's run up enough that I was able to sell a call on one of them and make back $150 something, and then sell a call on the other one, make back another $200. So that puts us positive already $150 or $200 on the play, and then we still have big room for upside to make well over $1,000 from our initial $50 investment. So that'll be a multiple 1000% play if TLRY continues to go up. SPY credit spread, yeah, not looking too good. I'll give you guys a visualization of this one. Basically, SPY has to be below this right here. So it says underlying price, that's the stock price. So SPY has to be below 375 by tomorrow at close. So I might roll it over if my sentiment still is going to go down, but probably just close it out for the max loss. Yeah, taking some losses, kind of distracted with GME, and kind of just got a little wild with stuff. Stock market will take it back if you're not careful. So that's why we have the long term, and then these other accounts we can be a little more aggressive on. On Webull, I bought I'm swing trading shares in this one, basically. So I bought FRSX. This is Foresight Autonomous. This is EV autonomous driving play. I've been kind of waiting for this thing to finish consolidating to have another run. So as you see here, the 9 did cross over the 180 here, but today was pretty bullish. Big green candles over the 9 moving average, and the MACD's crossed over down here, as well as an uptrend. So I think it's probably kind of reversed from this downtrend from here. Really, it's from here. So it's a little early on it, but I think we'll be all right. I would have waited to buy into it because typically you don't want to buy on a big green day, but I forget about it. So tomorrow this will probably be red down here, but still a higher low. And then the next day, maybe a higher high. And then by that time, I'm that much later. So I bought in today. It's good not to buy in the beginning of the day, usually for me, because it'll just sell off somewhat and settle down and find a price. So I bought it here. I bought it like right here. So yeah, kind of a high, but not too bad. It wasn't up here. And then I got into BNGO. This is a pretty popular YouTube meme type stock, but I've been waiting for it to finish its consolidation to go up. And as you see here, it kind of downtrended, then consolidated a little bit, and now it's kind of bouncing off this 180 moving average. And again, on this one, I waited as well. I was excited about this morning. I was like, oh yeah, I want to get into it. And then I'm like, wait, I need to just settle down, be patient. 2 big words that help in the stock market for sure. And then it just found this range right here. And so I bought in here. I got a nice price on that. This is kind of a bull flag it set up, and higher highs, higher lows. And on the daily, on the RSI on these, this one's a little overbought, but it's not a huge deal. It's still all above the this one on the daily. It's kind of not quite as bullish, but we'll see. Bingo. So BNGO I put 2 grand into, so I'm a little more, I have higher sentiment about this one than the FRSX. Still have these Maras that ran up today 10%. So I'll hold this until confirmation. That's Zip Trader. Zip Trader, I learned initially how to when to get in and out and kind of that sort of thing. I kind of follow that strategy. But yeah, so this one I'll hold on to. We'll probably sell off tomorrow a little bit just because that's how it works. But green candles over the 9 moving average on the daily chart now, and the RSI is still nice. So I think this will be a good one. I've only got 500 in this one. Erg, I'll wait on this one. Got shares, no rush. And then of course we have GameStop, which is, we're closing in 2 minutes. We'll see what happens here after hours with that one. On the long term, today, Tesla did run up. That kind of did well for our account. I have a sell off here in the end. Maybe that's, what is that? I'm not sure. What else happened in here? Square came up, which is good. V was up. Rocket's down. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Rocket. It's gonna have earnings coming up too, so hopefully we'll start an earnings run up here coming up. It had all these crazy volatility candles with the short squeeze going on. Just somehow got to be a part of that because it is shorted. So I don't know, we'll see on that. But I'm holding GME, guys. This might just slowly fizzle out as far as what my eyes are focused on, because if it's just going to slowly melt down, I don't need to look at that. If there's good news about it or any news about it, I'll be stoked and we'll get back focused on it. But yeah, at this point you're holding and waiting. You can always cut losses, but I still have a bullish sentiment, honestly, long term on it, with not just the shorts, but with Cohen in there now and all the eyes that have gotten on it. And this could, if it hasn't squeezed yet, it could still squeeze. So again, this could be like Volkswagen with the big dip first, and it might dip a lot more before it goes up. Could be 28 bucks. I don't know. Could be low. But that's it for me, guys. I am sick. That's why my voice has been kind of deep and very Vin Diesel like. But we'll see you tomorrow or this afternoon if there's any more news, breaking news on GameStop or anything. And I'm curious to see how it'll work tomorrow, because GameStop is supposed to be not be able to be shorted. This is on the restricted list at this point. But I'm not sure if that started yet or if it starts tomorrow or what. But anyways, sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We will see you soon. Say it's coming up a little bit after hours. I don't know. People are wondering about, oh, what about AMC? I think AMC is mostly a sympathy play, by the way, to GameStop. It's not nearly shorted. It's got a way higher float. So yeah, doesn't mean it you can't make money on it. Like, yeah, I think if GameStop runs up a bunch, I think AMC will also. That's basically it, I guess. But as GameStop melts down, I think AMC will also. There's not been much of a divergence yet that I've seen. Okay, peace out.